Hey guys, Chris Ramsey here again, and in this video I just wanted to go over the questions that you're going to be asking people during the interview. Now these are questions, some of them I've picked up on places like the Warrior Forum, some of them I've come up with myself, but after going through a number of interviews, these are the best questions that I've found to promote conversation and build a basis where you can actually give them some good advice. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go through the questions. First is tell me a little bit about yourself, and this question is built specifically to get them to bond with you, to build a rapport with you, because there's no better way to build a rapport with the prospect than to actually get them to talk about themselves, what they love, their family, stuff like that. So tell me a little bit about yourself. That gives you a good place to go ahead and start the conversation. And sorry, my phone just went off and distracted me. Anyway, so it's just a good way to go ahead and get the conversation started. Okay, next is how long have you been in business and how did you get started? Again, another question built to get them to talk more about who they are, what they do, and all that kind of stuff. Then, what is your background information? Interesting facts, organizations you're members of, inventions, ideas, etc. This is all stuff more about their business, the things that they're passionate about, and you can see how this works. Then we got, do you have any other businesses that you run? Most of the time, this is going to be no, but sometimes they'll own a few different businesses, and that'll give you another open door to talk more about what they do and how you can help them build Facebook presences and stuff like that. Okay, so what is the primary product or service of the business? This is going to be different for everybody, obviously, because you're going to talk with some retail people, you're going to talk with some service-based people, you're going to talk with people who own a bunch of service-based businesses, all sorts of stuff like that. How have you built your business / businesses most successfully? This is actually something that I really like to ask because it gives me a good idea of marketing strategies that I can help other companies with, especially if I'm talking with a business that's already fairly successful. Then, how long have you been running your Facebook fan page? This is another great question. Moves things over into the Facebook area pretty smoothly. Do you know how many people see your posts on average? This is something that most people do not know, but those that do are going to be really tuned in on this. They're going to know exactly how many people see their posts because it's a very important metric. Okay, so what's your current strategy with Facebook? Again, I found a lot of people don't have a particular strategy. They just try and post things up there that people might find interesting, and that's about it. And this is the point where you can start talking about your particular Facebook strategy, things that you would do to help them better their Facebook presence, how to get more people in the doors, stuff like that. Then, is interaction going up or down with your current strategy? This is a great question for the people who are in tune with who actually have a Facebook strategy. People who know that kind of stuff are going to know their metrics. And again, this will kind of clue you in on who your prospect is that you're talking to. Then, about how many hours a day do you put into Facebook marketing? Do you actively watch your insights? How many fans do you currently have? You can see how all this kind of relates to the same kind of stuff. You're just trying to pull more information out about their Facebook strategy, what they do on Facebook, how they use it, and how you can give more advice to the business owner. How many people are talking about the page? This is where you can explain why that metric is so important, why how it relates to Facebook's algorithm, and how the bigger that number is, the more people are actually going to be able to see their posts when they post them. Then, do you do any offline advertising of your fan page? Which they absolutely should. If they don't, you can give them all sorts of great ideas like QR codes and stuff like that. Then, have you done any mobile marketing, SMS, mobile site, etc.? This isn't really related to Facebook, but I found that it gives me a good open door. If they're not that interested in their Facebook marketing, which they probably won't give you an interview in the first place, but it'll give you another chance just to mention other services that you can provide for them. And then lastly, what advice would you give to somebody looking to start their own business in whatever town you're in? You don't have to ask them this one. This is a question that I had in here because when I started doing interviews, it was for a St. Louis business blog. So I have that question in there for me. However, you don't have to have those in there necessarily for you. Okay, so those are all the questions. All you really got to do is go in, sit down, and just run through this list of questions and give advice where you can. And like I said before, more often than not, you're going to get people who are actively interested in having you help them with their Facebook strategies. And that, my friend, is what we're after. Okay, I will see you in the next video where we will talk about actually servicing these clients.